Welcome to 5th grade Module 1, Lesson 2. The objective for this lesson is to reason abstractly using place value understanding to relate adjacent base 10 units from millions to the thousands places. We will be using this place value chart for the first couple of problems, but the objective is to move away and visualize where each digit is located on the place value mat. Let's review a couple of problems from Lesson 1 using the place value mat. Problem 1, 367 multiplied by 10. I know from the previous lesson that when I multiply, I have to shift every digit to the left. The number of zeros that I am multiplying by tells me how many places to move to the left. In this case, I am multiplying by 10, which has 1 0, so I simply need to move each digit one place to the left. 367 multiplied by 10 is equal to 3,670. Notice, however, that I have a space in the ones column. I cannot just leave that empty, so I must use a 0 as a placeholder. Problem number 2, 367 divided by 10. I know from the previous lesson that when I divide, I have to move each digit to the right, the number of zeros I have. Notice for this example, it's important that I remember to move the decimal point straight down. I am dividing by 10, so I'm going to shift each digit to the right one place because there is 1 0 in 10. 367 divided by 10 is equal to 36 7/10. What do you notice about the digits in problems 1 and 2? You should have noticed that it's the same digits, but the answers give completely different values. When we multiply, our values should get larger, and when we divide, the value of our answer should be smaller. Now let's take away the place value mat and visualize where these digits should be on our place value mat. The first problem, 4,367 multiplied by 10. I know that the 4 goes in the thousands place, the 3 goes in the hundreds column, the 6 in the tens column, and the 7 in the ones. Thinking back to the previous slides as well as lesson 1, I know that when I multiply, I have to shift each digit to the left, the number of zeros I have. 4,367 multiplied by 10 is equal to 43,670. 4,367 divided by 10. Again, the 4 starts out in the thousands place, the 3 is in the hundreds, the 6 is in the tens, and the 7 is in the one column. When I divide by 10, I know that I have to shift each digit to the right, the number of zeros that I have. The correct answer for 4,367 divided by 10 is 436 7/10. Again, what do you notice with the digits and the place value locations? Let's try a couple of problems with decimals. Remember to visualize the place value mat instead of using it, but if you need to use the actual place value mat, feel free to do so. The first problem, 215 6/10 multiplied by 100. In the second problem, 215 6/10 divided by 100. What do you notice about the digits when you made the shifts in each problem? Here is a shortcut for solving these with decimals. Look at the number of zeros and simply move the decimal right that many places when multiplying, or move the decimal to the left that many places when dividing. Remember, when multiplying, your answer should get larger, and when you're dividing, your answer should get smaller. The answers to these two problems are located upside down at the bottom of this slide. How did you do? Hopefully you're feeling pretty confident seeing the examples that we've done together. Now it's your turn to try independently. These questions are from Exit Ticket Lesson 2 on Module 1 of the Engage New York Math. 1A, 32 1/10 times 10, and 1B, 3,632 1/10 divided by 10. Take a few moments to solve these two problems, and your answers will be on a later slide. If you need to refer back to the place value mat, feel free to do so. If you think you're confident enough to visualize, do your best with visualizing as well. Good luck. And problem 2 for the exit ticket, 2A, 455 times 1,000, and 2B, 455 divided by 1,000. Again, do your best to visualize these on the place value chart. If you still need the place value mat, feel free to use it again. Do your best. The answers will be on a later slide. The answers. 1A, 32 1/10 times 10 is equal to 321. The answer to 1B, 3,632 1/10 divided by 10 equals 363 21/100ths. 2A, 455 times 1,000 equals 455,000. And 2B, 455 divided by 1,000 equals 455 thousandths. When multiplying, what direction did you shift the digits? And when dividing, what direction did you shift the digits? How did you do? To sum up this lesson, let's reflect. What happened to the digits when you multiplied and divided using the same digits? What happens to the zeros when solving the products of 4 times 5, or 4 times 50, or 40 times 50? Can you think of other examples when there will be a different number of zeros in the factors in the product? Hopefully you were successful with lesson 2. As always, if you need to ask your teacher for more help, feel free to do so. Keep trying, ladies and gentlemen. You're doing great.